Because if the collections are reduced from the 40% to say 5%, it means they will be collecting more. Cabinet has also adopted a position and will brief you, Chairman.
One Noble John Jinapon and Anoya Mrasano was so a dawanda, Nitite. Chesa ni tipa yenyina yankania no ayetimi enyina so no enti na fango no kura ribe gugu mfidie no wakwa akofiribie ele bi nso kura wachese o aya amumre mi biwai no ma wa place order ne kura no sa Jesus kan ko sika na nko aya amumre mi bi won fa mada enti dia no agise omo ko cabinet meeting na wo ko di hu nkomo ho na wori ye bende na de atumi agina so akoto se sikati ayi ajo aka se brodo mfimfini enu achi na osanso akire ze no ministries ni agencies ni departments awodo ananka aban no netua wo mo nka ne ade mo mo ze de wankasa preo wa pre na tua wa de aban bi metua ma bia ma mu tua ma de eno so no abodwo ngina pokan ni say
all MMDs are supposed to pay for their electricity bills. They have to budget for it. We've identified what we call critical institutions. They include the health sector, the education sector, the security agencies, and the presidency. Even with that, so if you take the health sector, is the theaters, the laboratories, the wards that will be exempted. If you take the education institutions, dormitories are not part, restaurants are not part, only lecture theaters. And so we've classified that, and cabinet is granting approval and will publish that. Even what we term as critical institutions, the Minister of Finance will have to budget for it and pay. Yesterday, I was listening to a news item where Ghana Water made a complaint that because of some erratic power situation, they are unable to supply adequately. I empathize with them, and I think that what we've inherited, we should improve it. But the other note is that Ghana Water hasn't paid even 1 cedi for 7 months. We need that money to stabilize the power. If you don't pay 1 cedi for 7 months, and it compounds to 1 billion, the power sector will not be stable. The private sector or ordinary citizens alone cannot be called upon to shoulder the burden.
Enti wanya nyama hwade so afo. Honorable John Jinapon wo chese mensi ni institutions no montua mo ade na baabia eno de aban ni betua aye baabia friend say critical institutions no to say bia asopiti na no kura no theaters no amafo de da ho ayo operation ni ade no miamia kakra be ni ade aka no mo he na montua bonten wo de ndem botua eno agi no acha say education sector no so eno so ekosuku ma dormitories ni nka ho baabia lecture halls no oba ye from the classrooms no eno ana wo mo ebetua ena afa baby to say presidency also yebetua ena eye bambofo na was what say Ghana Water for kase o wo mutumi manfo no nsuo no dodo no enno mutumi water no mutumi mansuo no mutumi flow because of kania no aya prafo ni ntia no chese mu Ghana Water for so be sa butumi nsuo ni muntua wansi de grama easy na mu muntua wansi de no wansi ka de efa so kania na mu so mu fan popin so ntia sa mu so mo de ne ba ye hia sa sika no nti Honorable John Jinapon ere na no adwo no era so wo ni manya for John Jinapon akache na nya sa asem wankwa so no re to dwa wo se ye ka sai ka powerful so ere kokobo abre oman ye nim se ka powerful wo mo so eka ho bi omo ema ye plant ema yetumi enya anyinamu ahoden na ka powerful e kire se oman Ghana ye do mo ka ebe se $400 million obodi koko sika enuti na so mo so sigina ya wo mo de abeto Ghana fo animpanyimfo anim se nyame ya domo a me abosumi e wo mo de to so edun wotwe na sekwasi ada na wo mo so ebe shut down omo plant no na chese ansha preso no san abepio na enumu na onyimanyafo John Jinapon say woni parliamentary energy committee hia ne eno de akoto amanim se adaromo sei ena ka powerful no eka ntidie eno man yeso yeye de afa ho enti no.
Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious. I must be frank with you, Chairman. Today, as I sit here, this morning, my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have will take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations.
I heard private sector participation in Babem, dear Quadia. When my hammer can hear Toma, Ghana have a sure side, I can hear Toma your book. Are there a moton? Yato, Tiaka. And Namuquan be a Monday cap of car. Number the IPP scar. Would you do Kumasi among Kanye from a day? And your Maya for John Poy, so mine a cap of worker. And yes, in Pokran and gentle work here with $400 million. Obroni Koko Sika, Jessica Ketua 18th, Kwasiada, Okwa Solia. Obuahu, Ozana, Oreba, Mushiano, Yebe Yasebe Finesse, Caniano Fine, Capa Force, a Canadoso, or my brain, and Untisa, and a Bebadra. It was here, privatization. This is a
Gideon to see yen. Now, say, a pessa, the Bama crowd, not. See, I don't rub him. I mean, I will to me a cabbage, but work a budget, the amount of ECG, ECG, Kebeneska, Chroma will be a management who is a Yanadia. Who not their child or my idea of power because Obia do how obey you will be a duo. A bind dear. Tini ese kwasa kania ye towi kania ne kura de wo de ka wan sidu ba na fo ya betwem a ene de nyame adaroma pay as you go menya sure se ko firi wo ho that be prepared no okura ne mfiri na wo na tensiri kwa na wo to amepacho me to ten de ma wa akwa kakra guso esa na diska na wo da wo sumudi o na we ate so ikoko buton koko boka o ade na moto nye se yento yeto so a tia enso de bia okwa mo hono e ka wo ho adai hey muni oi ya to akasia ni so na ana ye mama fam free same jam fiwo see am de na ka my boyfriends no me nde me boyfriends me jam fi dollar man ayi wo ko ma agree da dollar ya ama for train abo so a JDM so apade na no kra ma no iti ase ana won komobo any square be fa so a CD a stabilize kakra wagina na so kakra yi e be ko so a de gutafo ahwere se aban en sustain aban ne hwe na e be gina hono ma enko ba se e be ye bia na anu na nsa ya na se be kakra na na fei ya di nitu mo mpene senti komobo na yi Bank of Ghana board member ba ko no nyafo Isaac Adongo wo be ka bie no chese enhyehyɛ bi a omo eye ene se no ubi ugojina bange wo ko withdraw dollar ye mfa ma nya de be ma da wo ne hwan a wo kwa withdraw dollar enti bibia se ni hon ma de be ma wo ya crop sempo dwadie na wudie na ho behia se wo behia dollar ndi akofa ne makro e de aba transaction e be wo bank won ma de ama Sikka wo de kwa he wo de koto ne ma ne wo he ne entua mfa ma wo pese enyi emfa ma de a dollar kura wo wie ye pe Association of Bankers Association of Ghana babo ntibeka say wo no nyese obi ba ku bi individual bi tene ba bi dwede num kasa wa ne boso over the counter dollar transaction ne withdraw ade ya makwan a na che so mo so hope no omu di so enti o customers ba so mba ba islam say asem ese say ma ye nyi nti ye nyi mo ze hwie why no? Say yen, baby boy, a catching us ye bedi swa. I just see a directive from Bank of Ghana governor, a Siaman Kasansai has here. And son and only a disuna. Isaac, I don't want anybody being Kanasa home po. And Tinya de very sad, na almost just said. Officially, omunya directive bien free baby and to be o pedora kodu jodi tu kwa o ko baby abra won be yama na sa asami na nei Bank of Ghana nkasa aba waba be chirem omo ba ye Bank of Ghana chire say hey wo fa directive bia ma baby an kan chire bank bia say wo bi wo kwa koyu dollar mo fa mo da bi wo kansa wo ya wo kwa koyu dollar tete na kwan ya wo kofa so koyu dollar ye yima no sa kwan do a ene wo mbisa de na ade kwa koye ne ho nkro ne ba wo tu kwan ya wo ticket ne ho nkro ne ba fa passport ne niam fa bra sa kwan no a kokoko yi wa de wo du kodi udwa hefa ne sa niam na wo mbisa bisa na no mo yi wa de ama na say chinchina ye nyi ma de wo so mo fa directive bia mai entu mo keka won chenchen ho ba bi no wo mo gina court da na chi do mu di abobo ase do mu gu wo mu bu wo pangu dantuom no wo bia nsoma wo mo ba bia wo ko Bank of Ghana acting head of financial market owura NS ni sowa aholu wono ena chirechim say Bank of Ghana emfa directive bia emma do bia wati bi no entiete town ehwakrom kra ma otirimpo.
Let me clarify that with the guidelines you can withdraw, but obviously with certain conditions, but it hasn't changed. Therefore we don't think the public should be agitated or uneasy about having access based on the way they know and are able to withdraw foreign currency from the banks.
And then for non-FEA and FCA account holders, you have said that forex purchases for travel outside Ghana, which means that if you don't own either of these two accounts, if you want to purchase dollars, it must be for the specific purpose of travel, correct?
Exactly. You are right on that one. And I will also need to clarify that, the 10,000 is the upper limit per travel. And that is also a guideline, not just for us, but for international travels in most countries where you can't travel with more than $10,000. If it's above, then you have to declare.
So that's it. And did that conditions were home. Terms and conditions na wudi so na fe ware do eno adada no a zakra bia banti mo bia ntete town bia
Yemfa Kase Bono Enko Ashanti Regional Manager Wawa Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority DVLA Yera Jerry Edem Aflabo Nakache ena yedre wono so na dey atu dwase se dia hye foforo abakra ene sa wo bia obakra excavator ede abaye manyimu ene ne bedru port ho a yesa mpanyimfo atwero eye nkrata sem eto so ansana yamawo ede awuram ababedi dwuma na wo se sa hye foforo we eye kwan foforo a omopeso omohye ede eboa esi excavators dodro no akrofo de ba ede ebeye galamse ewo yemanyi emo na wo se enyu omonko DVLA ene afei National Security Agencies bambo dwumako no aka bomu asese de omo ba behye na wo de excavator be yemanyi mu a yahwe ayenkrata sam ede amaw se de beya ebeboa yamaw krata papa ekurawa ebedi adanse ehu excavator bi si baabi etufo gude de na mra kwan so a yakọ computer na se abafu iso ne ehu excavator ye ba ye ye bullet din ene etwero ye nte ne ekọ bullet na ye nche no na esesa na de aboa ede esi galamse ekon no aye kon no ano owura Jerry Edem Aflabo inti.
Moving forward, the excavators that are imported will be registered at the port before they even move out. So that is a solution to going forward. However, those are already in the system are what we will have to tackle. Now, for the mining companies, it's easy to identify. The strategy will be to liaise with the national security in the region. I believe they have intel as well the individual ones are scattered. So what I mean is that the registered companies, we can easily identify them. We'll go there, we'll write to them, we'll go there, have a discussion, and then we move to their yard to do the inspection, because transporting them to our offices will be a huge cost.
And TA Jerry Edem Afrabo Oko DVLA Asante Mantamuha ono NA Ashanti Regional Manager and it is so this is for frono to Ija.
Chef for frono in West.
Sagana in
West. Yataka said so near Cobra Shebedra Modom Kumana Kache. Don Kumana say enti dia Samijan Fie Yine Chijam. China had motuam the theatre ne koko so abobo na chi papa sa ojan o den sase san to sa di tru sa do we jan ma ne ko sa ene omo so omo ntiase enti no wo ma twere petition tin ene omo de ba akọ ade akọ Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice Shraj also mushishum afei wo me ba ko so akwa Criminal Investigation Department CID abotifo jai wo me ba ko so akọ ana afọ wo me ba ko so akọ man kwana boafo special hospital so no so onhwehwem Sami Janfinya dodas ne wa he ya watu agu agrada so sa tugume so David tugune so Sami tugune so yagune so wo wi akra hwim de okita ne nsam kra de aka ho sesa kra ka na bi hem sesa kra bi wo fie nti omo ahwehwe ne nsam emu na hyebadwam dom koma no eno no munim sa asem ba ye wo mo de no mo kan san kamampani empam wo wura Sami Janfi anasa wo de acha ne kra eni sa obetwena san na wo hwehwem sa wonya doda ne wo he ne sa nkro ne bari nya wo se nyira jedie ma nya hwe eno ane sa wo mo akam na fa ne ho a chese wo jano ena dom kuma se da bi ene wedie esese sa institutions me nsa me bubo din akosibita ne CID na fishraje for wo mo hwehwem to mo de petition e de akwa wo mo me nsa nyina se wo mo nya asem ne mo hwehwem na na hyebadwam dom kuma no wo pani a wo gina wo manemu ne sanchefo ekasa ye na rigum na hyebadwani Honorable Nuruddin Mohammed Mumuni yentina.
We believe that it is not different from Mr. Samidifi case. So that is why today we have taken this upon ourselves to petition the relevant authorities for them to investigate this issue and come out with proper sanctions or any other thing that will clear Mr. Samidifi very well. If he is found culpable, he should be punished. But if he is not, he should be freed. We don't have to, if we are not here, or we are not doing this petition to destroy the political career or the personality of Mr. Samidifi. No, that is not the case. We want the law to work. So that tomorrow next, if the law says that giving out dollars to somebody is not a crime, then if I also have my dollars one day, I can give out to somebody in public and it will not be a crime. But if the law says it's a crime, it will serve as a mercy to everybody that when you do this, you are breaking a particular law.
And yet, na rigum Hyebadwani Honorable Nuruddin Mohammed Mumuni.
Yere kasiabonu ko ahafano Southwest. Na ehonso na enedai DC amampanyi boni day onimonyafo Abubakar Sadiq asamne members ye wo ho ekoto ne so aba na register ene sabato no ekọ na wieye na onimonyafo Abubakar Sadiq wadi enkunim wono de no onya 100% votes na chesa asamne members wo ho nyina etu ye ede ema no na wo wieye no oda asamne members wo ho ase ne manfo ase ne MP asem en wo share bosewa bay oba be hwe ene MP aye adwuma bom sade be ya eniema hodro ehia ebe mama nkranso etumpo district nyina etumpo no aye amobibia enso akoso yenti onumunya for Abubakar Sadiq
meda the party for ase osha sabi bibi amadri na me party for so na mabisa level no na mada a national region for nyina so masada mu nyina so ase question na bisa me no kre me ka san ma ya we say ma travel koneso this city mo nyina minim how pa e den e high man for e den e wo form we di kan e ya kwan we to so e yan kania na ye to so me san so e ye network communication network is no ama sebe enema uhe bi kra ewo a chance very serious ofra anya da obele obenya no nti nyame hia me pa miensa me pese me ye 4 years ansa na maye bi aka ho sa nema miensa no ya me kaina me catch me party for any district for ni na was see ana ye wo ho no ye serve district no ne asa serve ye party you say ye party for na the party ni e den e the bar power omo nka omo kuma ntwe onyem se ni John Dramani mama e kan no oso be chairman aso obia so oso be chairman ayeden aso obia so yeso ye wo ho e prem puntuo ayeden e de aba ye mansini mu a obehwe a ndc ba ye be 5 months ni bebi anan kane ni ho a udu ho utu se adwuma ayeden e koso enche mu benya kane a bebi a network ni so no nyambo na me start adwuma a ni hear me pa network me will be a mania network and my man for or more from Biano. Me will anya network time then. And the mom now on my be here in Sati Made in Sati Mako.
One word, son and man for Nibika. For north south west, this is for cry. They say what about one about Abubakar Sadiq. And it is on so Jan and Iswadihuno Eddie Ache Neman for Nwachi. And MP our for north south west abato empesia so honorable Elvis Mensandapa also any same channel hina kwabna pia eche enoma kakra yintie.
Today happened to be a memorandum day, and once again, all I want to say is a big thank you to most especially the honorable members for your industrial performance towards this particular agenda. In fact, today you've surprised me. I have nothing to say than to say a big thank you. Memamo Ayuko, honorable members, you've done what I needed. Then again, let us not forget that we are together. No matter our political differences, we are not fighting. I can call myself a prophet. I have only single witness over here, my beloved wife. I'm referring to Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Neyere Awawaha. I told her once before, and no matter what, Abubakar Sadiq shall be the DC for this particular constituency or district, and it has come true. Notwithstanding, in order not to spend much of our time, I want to conclude by saying, for North Southwest, all we need is development. All we need is this particular advice also goes to our dear followers. I may plead to show. I have nothing against Honorable Abubakar Sadiq. Come what may, he remains a brother to me today and forever. I have for North Southwest MP Honorable Elvis Mensandapa.
Yena nseme so na nwumre nsem hodo ensaka ofia no yenfensie. Emuna se de manu suma adwumefo kwame foya boje ewo ho. Yesem foya falasa no koje abo na reporters de omobo adwuma pa. Okwa sense chicken rasta wa hene birthday man na afi mabna papa ofatome wo mo ebo adwuma. Edem ha de siwa double fashion center no DJ Bullets na chinchin fuma no ede asomye social media no de Kelvin Mr. Kuno eke na nipa orona ehwe social media no so ede emayen enwumere yi akenkan for ye me ranteni aba maame efom wa kafena ne
ajwa nya ku abronoma